Hey, Steve Stine from guitarzoom here, and I wanted to show you something really cool that I came across. It's called the Donner Bluetooth Music Pedal. And basically what it does is it changes the pages of any sheet music that you might have in your mobile device, whether it be an Apple device or an Android device or whatever it might be. Let me tell you a quick story how I came across this and see if it's something that might be helpful for you. I used to bring... I play on a worship team in our church, and the songs I would play, I didn't memorize them quite as much as I would memorize maybe one of the bands I play in or something like that, because our song list was so vast. We had like 300 songs or something like that, that we would play, various songs from week to week. So I had a folder or a binder that I would keep all my sheet music in, and it was working pretty well. It would take a while to find each song. I had them in alphabetical order and take a little while to organize it all. But I was playing outside with them one time, and it was super windy outside, so I'm playing, and all of a sudden my papers went flying. I was like, well, I can't have this happening. So what I did was I had an iPad, so I bought an app. The app that I use is called Gigbook. Okay? And now there's a bunch of different apps that do this. That's just the one that I chose. And Gigbook, what I could do is I could scan in my sheet music with the camera of my iPad, and then I could save them in Gigbook. And then what I could do is I could create different set lists and folders and all these different things. So not only did I use it for live, and then I didn't have to worry about my papers going anywhere, but I also started using it for rehearsals, where instead of having different folders where I kept, stuff that I wrote down, notes for songs and different things like that, I would just scan them all in. And that way, no matter what band I was playing in, if I went to a rehearsal, I could just bring my iPad and I had all my stuff with, which worked out great. But here's the problem that I started running into is when I was playing, if I needed to switch the page, I either had to manually switch it while I was playing, and then I had to make sure that I was close enough to the iPad to be able to make this happen and all that sort of thing. And so what I did was I thought it might be kind of nice to have something where I could actually switch it with my feet. That way I could focus on playing. And that's where this thing came up. So I want to show you how this works and see if it might be something that you might be able to use, whether it's in rehearsals or whether it's playing on stage or whatever you might need. So basically, when I got the pedal, I turned the pedal on. I'm going to show you that. Okay, so I'm going to turn the pedal on. And that's all I had to do. Then I went over to my iPad, and I'm going to show you that. And I went to my settings, and the Bluetooth came up. And on Bluetooth, it says Bluetooth music pedal. So I clicked it, and it connected. And that's it. I mean, it was that easy. I didn't have to do anything fancy. This was already set up to want to read or connect to a Bluetooth. And when I went over to my iPad, it was ready to go. So I clicked it, it connected, and I was done. Okay, so then the next step was that I went to Gigbook, which you can see here. And right now I've got Holy Wars in here because I was rehearsing that with a band I was in. So I've got it open just so you can see this. So I went to the pedal, and basically there's only two options on the pedal. You choose the page turn style, which means it's either going to be vertical or horizontal or whatever it might be. And then you have the foot controllers to turn the pages up or down. That's all it is. So all I did was I literally pressed these buttons in the center. Okay. I just pressed it until it started turning the pages. That's all I did. So the third button on here is the one that was turning these pages. So if you watch, I'm going to press a button here, and it turns the page. You see? That's all it does. So I literally can have my iPad sitting over wherever, and I can have this on the floor in front of me, and I can be playing, and I can just flip the pages as needed. So it's a really nifty device if you're already busy doing something, whether you're playing on stage or whether you're singing or whatever it might be, or in rehearsals. And again, it doesn't have to go to Gigbook, and it doesn't have to go to an Apple iPad. It can go to any device with any app. I shouldn't say any app. I don't know all the apps that it's compatible with, but needless to say, it was compatible with the one that I had right away. So not sure if that's something that you're in the market for, but it works incredibly well. And what I really liked about it is it's super simple to connect, and it's super simple to use. And that's exactly what I need when it comes to these sorts of things. So think about it, see if it's something that you might be interested in, and we'll talk soon. Take care and stay positive.